we are live. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, people.
Hello, hi.
How are we all doing?
Hi, everyone.
Give it a minute to catch up with itself for a second. Had to absolutely get a cup of tea because I was gasping for one after that.
I've got the water. So how's everyone doing? Should we wait for a few minutes for people to join in, say hello?
Yeah.
Again, when it comes up Sefton Paranormal with a hi or everybody with a cross, that's myself. Pam.
Hello, Anthony. Hello, Sarah.
Fantastic episode. Heard a lot of stuff with Pamela and Aaron. Oh, thanks, Sarah.
I picked up on quite a lot of stuff watching it back as well, but we've just got to remember the amount of traffic that was outside of that ship, and it's not really a conventional building. But we'll come to all that.
Yeah, because also, you know, was a dog barking. I can't remember hearing a dog barking that night, but we spoke about this, didn't we? About animals being on the ship and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they had. I think didn't in the end. Ironically, they had to eat one of them. I think.
I think that's correct.
They
yeah.
did quite a few. I think in the end, there were penguins they captured and so on.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, it was like a really upsetting thing for. I don't know if it was Captain Scott or.
Shackleton, wasn't it?
Shackleton.
No, it wasn't.
One of them.
Yeah.
They were really scarred from having to do what they had to do. Yeah, I do remember us having that discussion when we got back to the hotel when we were reviewing some of the footage. Actually,
I think we did. Yeah.
Could have been people walking the dogs outside, couldn't it? Because, like you say, it wasn't very soundproof, that place, was it?
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. Diane, a while since I've watched that one, but thoroughly enjoyed it again. Good, Diane. We're glad.
Nice one.
Yeah, just so everybody's aware that to the stream, this aired over on Paraflix. At the moment, we're actually at a point now where we have no material. That will change next week because we're out filming for a new episode next week. But so we're just backfilling all our episodes from Paraflix are now coming over to the YouTube. So weeks where we've not got any current content, we're just throwing in the episodes. We were going to split it in half, but it didn't seem worth it, did it?
No. Plus, we've got, hopefully, in a few weeks' time, leading up to Christmas, as everybody knows, with True Ghost Stories, and our episodes are still with True. Some of our episodes are still with True Ghost Stories on their new streaming site they're on. Is it Red Coral Universe?
That's it, yeah.
And we're going to have Steve Hayes on with us and probably Rick Park to say hello and to tell you a bit about what's going on their behalf as well. And maybe down the line we'll ask Natalie Jones and Patty Negre to come and join us as well.
Yeah.
And hello, Dixie. He's our little mascot.
Because TGS is where all of this started. It's going back 10 years ago now. And back in the old days, it'd just be quite literally run and gun with a video camera. And the whole premise of TGS is that it's real, raw, and it's unscripted. And all they mean by that is effectively it's a load of paranormal investigators with cameras doing their stuff. It's edited in a tasteful way, but it's not overproduced. It's not scripted or anything like that.
No.
Cool.
No, not at all.
This is cool.
No.
I think
Just
we did 5-6 episodes.
I think 7, Aaron.
Yeah, maybe 7. Yeah. Janet, I heard lots of very, very low chattering all the way through, especially with Pam and heavy breathing.
It won't be heavy breathing.
So yeah, should we jump into it?
Yeah, let's kick in. Yeah. Let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the very beginning.
So this door. Skip the intro, can't we? I absolutely. Also, we have to shout out to the caretaker of the boat. This guy was cool as anything.
Oh, he was amazing, wasn't he? High five to him.
Yeah, high five.
Oh yeah, give him a 10.
Real
I'm not
gentleman.
gonna lie to you though.
Deep end, didn't he?
I know he's very
Yeah.
memorable and everything, but does anybody remember his name?
Yes. It began with T. Was it Tig?
No.
Tat?
Tap. Yeah.
I-
Tap.
That's Tam.
Tam.
That's it. Tam.
Tam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tam.
'Cause
Tam. Yeah.
I wanted to call him Dougie because he reminds me of Dougie, who's the security bygone times. He's like the Scottish version.
You think
Um,
so?
Yeah,
Dougie,
no, they don't. It's not that they look alike.
Oh.
It's just the way they carry themselves. I thought was
Yeah.
quite.
Well, yeah,
quite
suppose
similar.
so. Yeah, they do actually.
But
Aw.
no, Tam was a decent bloke. He actually, when he's working there,
He
he has
sleeps
a-
there.
Yeah, he sleeps there. He's got a bed and everything, hasn't he?
Oh
Got
my
a bedroom
God.
on there.
You know, since we've started this, we've come over some many amazing people. We really have, and he's one
Yeah,
of them,
and
isn't he?
The important thing as well is all these people that we do come across on our travels are like us. We're normal people. We're not.
Yeah.
We're not parading ourselves as anything special. We're no different to
No.
all you guys in the chat. We're very interested in what we do, and we want to find evidence, and it's as simple as that. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. Just before we went live, then I was saying to the guys, then what did they think of the episode? Personally, for me, this episode, although it's one of the best places we've ever been because it's a boat. It's not just a boat. It's a boat that was used in one of
It's a
Shackleton's
ship.
most
With
famous
history.
adventures, and the history behind that and everything else. That was excellent, and it was an experience.
Yeah.
The actual paranormal side of things, not an awful lot happened. I'll be honest, and I wasn't overly impressed in that respect. It was, like I said, it was more the history and the experience of being able to do an investigation on a boat. For me.
Yeah, because we went to the museum as well, didn't we?
Yeah. Can
Can you hear me, everyone?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Sorry.
So he's doing his magic, but he's conjuring something.
Did you want to say something, Mum?
No, I just felt like I couldn't hear you guys, and I just think didn't know if it was my reception again at this end
No, we could hear you.
right now.
Yeah, but like Diane said, the museum's fantastic. These are clips from the actual museum itself, and if you don't know anything about Shackleton and the journeys that he went through to explore the Antarctica, discover Antarctica, and that's sort of like there was a bit of a race between all the different countries to sort of
Get to
claim
to
states
the
on
pole.
it. Yeah, it's absolutely fascinating. So yeah, what about you guys? What about you, Mum? What did you think of this place?
I was a bit because we had to leave all the lights on, which is understandable.
Yeah.
I took the main part which was dark. I was going to take the place where Alan went, but he wanted to try it down there because he thought he felt something down there on our walk around on the first night. So I said, okay, I'll take this. And I was literally facing the door when that door opened, and I literally saw it open with my own eyes. And then obviously saying the door opened, everybody
with your own
spun around.
eyes.
With my own eyes, sorry.
Did you borrow
Well,
someone
obviously
else's eyes?
with these eyes. No, I know. I would tell you the truth. I've just said to you, I'd like to go back and redo it differently.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot to come from that. And I know, like through the intro, we were saying that it's one of our top 10 because a lot did happen, but a lot we didn't catch on camera as well.
It's not just that. It's in my
Time-
top 10 because it's a memorable location.
A memorable place, yeah.
It's
The ship's
it's Shackleton's ship.
yeah.
You know. For me.
And what's interesting about it, when we got back, I was speaking to Aaron's son, my grandson, and at the time he was only 7, and it was amazing what he knew about that ship. And I'm sat there going, okay, I'm having a history lesson here from a 7-year-old, which is my favourite subject.
Yeah.
And it was amazing what he knew
Yeah.
and was correct as well.
Yeah. What about you, Di? What did you think of the place?
Because of what it was, I couldn't wait to get there. But again, you're right, Aaron. Not a great deal happened paranormal wise. The door opening was amazing. Thank God we caught that, because if we hadn't caught that, there wouldn't have been much To be fair, and I didn't
But
feel
like Ashley
threatened in
said,
any way.
is it haunted?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's it.
What
Well,
about you, Ian?
Well, I thought it was quiet, but then again, sometimes it's quiet and it's very active.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things were going on behind the scenes. I did see shadow figures when I was there on my own. I did a lot of some noises of walking and so on. But of course, yes, the most memorable item is the door opening. And
Yeah,
not
the
just
whole
once, but twice. You know,
yeah the whole episode's centered around that door opening because it happened 3 times, didn't it, total?
yeah,
Happened the one time when we were all sat doing the seance-y type
Yeah,
stuff in the
yeah.
actual captain's quarters, and then a couple of times as well.
When we were stood on the deck,
Yeah, when we were stood
Yeah.
on the deck.
because you could
Yeah.
see the door from the deck, couldn't you, down the stairs?
Yeah, and obviously something not to take for granted is that door is solid oak door. It was heavy. It was heavy to
Yeah.
open and close. It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we tried to debunk it and with no success. So,
Yeah.
you know, you've got to take the obvious and say it's paranormal. It's the only
Yeah.
obvious course. Perhaps I'll stick my neck out and say that, but I think that was the actual case, and I'll stick my guns to that. You know,
Yeah.
I think it was an amazing place. But again, it was unique in its own right,
yeah,
and thoroughly alien to what we usually do.
Yeah, and I think that's what threw us off a little bit. And also, sometimes when you get a new location, you have to hit it a lot more than once to sort of understand the crux
You
of
do,
the building
yeah.
and that sort of stuff as well. So a lot of people in the chat are talking about hearing chattering and bits and bobs going through. I just want to point out a few things with that in respect to that. With the ship being made of complete wood, it's almost like the sounds, the ambient sounds that are going on around the place resonate through it massively. And some of the footsteps you could hear, I think on this particular floor, where Alan was when he was in the bowels of the ship, that's a bit more strange, and that's why we highlighted it. The footsteps and the banging and stuff that you could hear from this deck, there's a lot of portholes and stuff.
yeah.
Leading up to the top deck, so there was a considerable amount of noise pollution, but also where this dry dock's located in Dundee, it's next to a main road, so there's a lot of traffic noise and stuff like that. So we haven't highlighted certain things because we're not comfortable enough to say it was paranormal activity or not.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons why we've not done that.
Yeah.
There was a
did
big
try
car park. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, go on. It's fine.
There was a big car park next door, wasn't there? Which was the steakhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Premier Inn, wasn't it? Premier Lodge.
Yes. So it could have been people banging car doors, going into the restaurant or anything, couldn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
I know when we were on our lone vigils, we tried to stay as quiet as possible. Again, we all sat down because we knew the noise was going to echo along the ship.
Yeah. Janet, how many floors are on the ship? There was 3 floors, to be exact.
Yeah.
Yeah, top deck, middle deck, and then the bowels of the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just before we start going through this episode, we did post a video blog which gives you a better view of the ship on the outside. Let me get that up really quickly, just so you've all got a bit of Wiz Beach. So
Think of on board and when they were out.
skip all this. This is all like a lot of this stuff's behind the scenes when we were up there making it all, but you'll be able to see. So
Been dried up.
yeah, and we're investigating this tomorrow night. So not only investigating it, we're filming. Yeah, we're looking for ghosties. So supposedly
Ghoulies.
ghoulies. If that's the case or not. Let's go. See you on the ship. There you go. There's the ship and the dry dock. The car park Diane's talking about's on that side there.
Yeah.
And then there's a main road that just goes straight through.
Yeah.
So there is a there you go. You can see the cars just there. There is a
Yeah.
considerable amount of noise pollution. And then as you get on the ship, there's a lot of different portholes and things.
Yeah.
Which again, noise can definitely resonate through. There's the actual timber floor as well, which obviously will resonate and echo a lot more throughout the ship.
Just to go on a tall ship was just amazing. That
It was
the highlight for me.
fantastic. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
And up rises Tuesday, and up she rises
Early in the morning.
That's the thing. Like it was exciting for us, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
It was a proper adventure.
It was.
Now I want to go down to Portsmouth and do the Victory. RMS Victory.
I've got
Yeah.
a piece of that somewhere in the house.
It's a shame we couldn't film on the Unicorn.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah, that would've been
yes, that we
interesting
went
as well.
there.
Yeah.
Didn't they say we could?
Let's just move away
They
from that.
mentioned there might be an option too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, they
definitely.
did.
Yeah, good job you didn't get kicked in them, Aaron.
Yes. You ghoulies.
Oh, in the ghoulies.
Can we do the Britannia? Britannia. Oh my God, Sarah! I would do anything to get onto that ship to investigate it. Not just alone that if the royal family is watching this, we will go. We will go tomorrow. Amazing ship.
Yeah, for me it's the what's it called? The one in America. If we're talking about
Queen Mary.
yeah,
No,
Queen
Mary.
I can't.
Yeah,
You know that's on my top of my list to go. The Queen
I'd
Mary.
like to do it, yeah.
Just amazing.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose, didn't you? You threw that in, Aaron, didn't
No,
you?
that's
on purpose.
just the ship I'd like to investigate. But it was giving off the ship was giving off those sort of vibes though. Definitely.
Cutty Sark's another one what we were thinking about.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna just get us to that door opening, and we'll start from there, guys. Yeah.
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 Shit.
Oh.
No.
Oh my God!
Thank you.
So annoying. I just caught the tail end of the door moving.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we had the other cameras there.
Surely
So
you can't be frightened of us. You're captain of
Yeah,
this
because
ship.
you can't see it. There's no mirrors that side.
Oh my God! Thank you very much.
Wow.
there we go. It's a shame Alan's in the way as well.
Yeah.
I literally saw it opening.
The important thing is though, later on when it opens again on its own, we've actually got it where there's no obstructions on the door,
Yeah.
and I'll just so we can
Did you get that on camera?
just so we can put the door opening to bed, because obviously there's other stuff for us to talk about. I'll see if I can find where it's just the door and there's no obstructions, which is round here.
Yeah, that was off the Cam's camera, wasn't it? In his office.
That was off his security camera. Yeah.
Yeah.
That handle to
Right
open
there,
this door
wasn't
up. To me, that's something with massive energy can physically manipulate a door to open.
I can't remember where it was.
Sometimes when people are in the room,
There we go.
sometimes when we're just
Yeah.
off base watching on camera,
There you go.
the door's opening on its own. We felt, and sometimes when we're just off base watching on camera,
So there's the
door's
dogs
opening on its
barking.
own. And sometimes when we're just off base watching on camera, the
Oh,
door's
yeah.
opening on, and sometimes when we're just off
There's
base.
no
hang
way
on,
we
hang
had-
on. Ian, have you got
Hang
dogs
on, I've
barking?
got dogs barking in the back houses at me.
Ah, right. Okay.
What you're hearing there.
Yeah. Sarah, love you to do some haunted places in London. You never know, Sarah. You never know.
Like the tower. The tower.
Tower of London, yeah, that'd be good.
Sometimes when we're
Did you-
just off base watching on camera, the door's
God,
opening on its
Diane,
own. We felt
yes.
London Dungeons.
I'm here now.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we're just off base watching on camera, the door's opening. And
Or the
sometimes when we're
school.
just off base watching on camera, the door's opening. On
I mean, that-
And sometimes
I mean-
when we're just off base watching on camera,
There's no real explanation.
There was none.
It's a heavy door, so I don't understand. It wouldn't just swing open because it was a heavy door.
Well, Alan's giving it a good go.
Yeah, so why wouldn't if it was?
Whilst we're down here and we'll keep the.
It would open now if it was.
we've got Ian. The
Exactly.
cameraman. He's quite big. He's going to be jumping on the room, the
Oh,
floor.
the door.
Oh yeah, look. You can see
He's
it's
gonna be
starting to
jumping on
open
the
there.
room,
Look.
Oh, the door.
Yeah.
The door.
Oh, yeah.
That's
You can
before
hear
I
that,
started jumping.
It's before you started jumping, and then when you did start jumping, you'd think if it was opening by chance or anything like that, that would have definitely set it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it didn't do it, did it?
The thing is, as well, if it, like Mum said, with the draft going towards the door, that draft would sort of push the door closed, or it might
Closed.
create some sort of momentum for it to open and close. But the door
Yeah,
was
it
far
would have
too
done.
heavy for that. It was very stiff as well.
But do you think you could have created a vortex, perhaps with two airstreams,
Well, like
one from
a
either end of
backdraft.
it? Yeah, sort of thing.
Potentially, but again, the
Don't know, do we?
the weight
But
of the
where
door.
would the breeze come from in the? Yeah.
Because there was
Well,
no
no,
breeze,
it's
there was
no-
no draft. There was no draft in that other room.
No.
No, there was no draft in
Because
that other room.
the temperature meters would have picked that up, on the REM pod and the Mel meter and all that
True.
stuff. And I don't think we had any dips in temperature at all the whole night. It was quite a warm night, wasn't it? Because
Yeah, it
what
was.
it was summertime. This wasn't it? Last summer,
Yeah.
April 2021.
was it?
Just
Yeah.
going back up to what Janet Sweeney said here. Good job you didn't get kicked in them. I think that's going to your ghoulies, Aaron.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely a good job. But yeah, it was an interesting night. You can't win them all in the paranormal world.
No,
I'd love to sit here and go through 2-3 hours worth of evidence with you but we can't. We will address some of the noises that people have heard though. Let's get this over to.
Think you could open the door for me? Can you tell me your name? Have we got Captain Scott down here for me? Now I'm down here by myself.
What do we think about that banging?
There's a part of this.
I'm not sure what that is, to be fair.
No, it sounds like something's hit the floor, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like rolled on the floor, or what do you think, Mum? I mean, you were in there, so.
I felt there was somebody in there with me, but that's me. I didn't feel like I was alone. I can't remember hearing half of them bangs.
Well, this is the thing with the
Everybody
bangs.
hear me okay?
Yeah. So as you've taken a breath, as you're taking a breath, I mean, is it tapping on the door? But then, if it was tapping on the door, you'd pick up on it, and you've not.
I thought I heard a yes. I don't know if it's in this part.
I think it was when you said it.
Okay, I'm just going to sit here. I'm by myself. I said to you I'd come down here. I come as a friend. I mean, you no harm at all. I'm going to introduce myself again.
Everyone at home, that particular round REM pod there at the back also has temperature fluctuation sensor in it. Mm-hmm. So if there was, like you were saying, in some sort of backdraft, that's going to pick it up. It'd pick it up all day long.
Yeah, it should do. Should certainly do. Was there anything in there, though? As I'm saying,
Wow.
at the time of the door opening, do we have devices actually in there at that time, or were they close enough to pick it up?
It's a possibility. Yeah, it's a possibility. Janet, yes, anybody can go on the ship. It's a museum, so I think you can pay and you can go in.
I think you can, yeah.
Anthony, it sounds like something rolling. Yeah, that's what I think. I think something's, either it's been thrown, dropped, fallen, and then it's like do.
Like a bouncy ball almost when it's finishing dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it goes bum bum bum. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Pam.
So the reason why you can hear more breath from Mum is because she's got a lapel mic on, the Rode Video Go mics on, and usually we'll have them wired, so it's a wired lapel mic. And I can't remember why, but there's a reason why we didn't. I might have just forgotten them or something like that. So you can just clip them onto the top. So sound will be a bit more sensitive in that area. So you'll hear more breaths of me, Mum.
I'm going to introduce myself again.
There it is.
I'm Pam. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm just going to move this over a little bit. That's just me. There's just a couple of devices.
That's not us.
No.
That's not us. There's no way on hell's earth that's us. What it is, I don't know.
Well, I can't work out what it is. Yes, I mean, it
No,
sounds
I
like
can't.
something rolling or bouncing
Yeah.
or rubbing, but it's more than once,
I
isn't
would just
it?
like to
Through the whole
see
thing.
somebody walk past in that mirror.
Yeah, Anthony
Yeah.
could be a barrel. Interesting enough about this boat during World War One, they actually converted it from I think was it steam powered originally, and then they converted it to a diesel engine for they converted it for a diesel engine anyway for basically moving stuff around during World War One. It was like a
Yeah.
courier ship in the end.
Yeah, it went over to America quite a few times.
Yeah, and Argentina as well, I think. That neck of the woods. Did I just see a flash then, or was that?
Now I'm down here by myself. Do you think you could open the door for me?
Mine's off.
Can you tell me your name? Have we got Captain Scott down here? Can you move one of the chairs?
See, there's a racket there, and I've not marked it because I wasn't sure what it was, whether it's just noise pollution. Because again, it's in a built-up area in Dundee, and the way the boat is, you can hear things on the street. Let me play it again.
Can you move one of the chairs for me? I've got the camera face. I've got. Can you move?
That sounds like walking to me.
Yeah.
Can.
Now I know for a fact we weren't walking. I know that for a fact. But again, I think for future reference when we're doing stuff like this, we need a camera on the rest of the team wherever they are.
Yeah.
We can intercut between the two, just so we can outrule even the slightest possibility that is the case. Because here we can't argue either or at the moment because we don't know. I know for a fact we didn't, because we were all sat around in that little box thing, you know, where the biologist stuff was.
And that was above that room, wasn't it, Aaron?
No, so that was above, you know, where the record player was and that.
All right, yeah.
That part. So you're a good 20, about a good 35 meters away from where my mum sat.
I would say so,
at
yeah.
that point. And above you, Mum. I'm not sure. Wasn't that like that mast thing with the steps that you went up and then it had the steering column and all that stuff?
Yeah. Where that gentleman fell from the nest on the first. Was it on the first voyage he did?
Was
I'm
he
not
14?
sure.
Yeah,
I'm
where he
not
fell
sure.
down. Yeah, I might be wrong there, but I'm sure it might have been his first voyage. But Janet's Janet Sweeney's just said that's where the chatting is very, very low.
Yeah, I hear it. I 100% hear it, but I can't confidently say either or whether it's paranormal or not, because there was a lot of noise pollution, unfortunately. So that's one of the reasons why I won't have marked it. I do hear it.
What is it before you're wearing on your neck?
So what she's wearing? That's a microphone.
So that's
Sarah.
Yeah, microphone.
Yeah. Yeah.
A new necklace.
Because the thing is, you're acknowledging that you've heard something there. You can tell by your facial expression as well.
Yeah.
I just look tired.
Can you tell me your
As
name?
always.
Have we got Captain Scott down here?
That was children's voices, wasn't it?
That was something then, wasn't it? I thought I heard yes.
That might have been in my house.
Can you move one of the...
See, that's... The more I hear it, the more I'm thinking it sounds like something being dragged across the floor or whatever. But again, that 100% wouldn't be us. But because there's no evidence to say otherwise, we can't really say it's paranormal. What do you guys think?
Well, I remember when you were doing your lone vigils, we were all stood together and we were being very quiet. We were standing still. We weren't walking around because we didn't want to contaminate the lone vigil. And I remember we all said, let's stay dead quiet. And we didn't even speak.
Yeah. I think it's a perfect example of where we've gone wrong in respect to what we could have done.
Yeah, to prove.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because go on.
No, I'm just saying you hit the nail on the head there, because this is why you can't wait to do this, because what are people saying? Because we need to. Is this all echoing?
No.
No. To do what you said to do, put a camera on us.
Yeah, it just makes sense
where we are. It does.
It's a control function.
Yeah.
Because you can match the timestamps between this recording and that recording, even by metadata we really had to.
Yeah.
And then we can sort of outrule this sort of stuff. I want to say it's paranormal, I desperately do, but I can't. I absolutely can't. And Anthony said there he can hear dragging, only very faint. I agree. I can hear dragging.
The chair.
And the thing is, they would be dragging sacks on and barrels and stuff. And if we were to look at it from the paranormal sort of lens, let's say, I mean, quite possibly it could be a residual sort of playthrough of, the loading the ships on. It would have been a busy ship, a lot of people on it.
It could be chipping away the ice as
Very
well.
busy.
Yeah, exactly. So
rigging and decks would be covered in ice.
Yeah. So there is a valid argument to suggest that it could be paranormal.
There was a coal chute as well.
Yeah, there was a coal chute, and because there was barrels downstairs, wasn't there? There were barrels there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So and the floor in the bowels of the ship was like concrete stuff, wasn't it? I don't know if it was concrete, but whatever it was very hard.
Like bitumen, wasn't it?
Yeah, so like noises down there would resonate massively, and you hear that when Alan's walking through. We just get Alan up.
Yeah.
Where is he? And again with Julie, where Julie was investigating, that noise, that residual white noise, is air conditioners and heaters and God knows what else. Couldn't turn any of the lights off because they're all fire escape lights, so for health and safety reasons they couldn't go off. And I think that ruined the theme, ruined the night a little bit in respect to how scary this place could actually be if you were in the pitch.
Yeah.
Well, if we just get Alan's bit up, because Alan, if I remember correctly, something does happen with Alan. You hear footsteps. Now Alan's right in the bows of the ship here.
Keeping the turbines or whatever they were, keeping them working. Last time I was here.
That noise then, that noise then's Alan standing on a, I don't know if it was like a hatch door or something on the floor.
Yeah, trap door or something, wasn't it? Yeah.
I've just heard footsteps or something. That's where I just come from. Is anybody here? Can you move something for me? Bang on something? Anyone who worked on the ship? As I was saying, this particular area on day one, we're getting lots of footsteps. I think something got thrown. We're going to review that on cameras later on in this area.
Just looking for that bang.
Is there any workers here? Anyone want to give me a sign? Let me know that you worked here. Can you bang on something? Tap on something? Hello?
See, at that stage, the footsteps he can hear, which we've not picked up at this point. There's no way that could be us because that's 3 floors down. So, I don't think. I think if it was us, you'd hear it very loudly. Like,
Yeah,
I do remember when we were filming B-roll and stuff like that. Ian was on this end of the ship and I was on the other end of the ship, but on the same level. I could hear everything Ian was doing, and Ian could hear everything I was doing because it's just one big fishbowl, isn't it, in the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes all the way through.
And you can definitely tell between where the noise is coming from on the bottom half and the top half. I just want to find that
Can you do that again for me?
noise.
Just walking that way as well. Can you give me a sign that you're here? Did you used to work here? Hello?
There you go.
That's a mannequin. Just as well. Can you give me a sign if you can hear me?
Yeah.
Anyone? Let's take a walk through.
Because I just heard a car then driving past it very faintly, but I could hear a car as well. Yeah. It was a difficult location to investigate, to be honest with you,
It
wasn't
was very difficult, yeah. Yeah.
To put
Like
it
we
bluntly.
off camera we did hear different things. It was quite creepy walking around and everything like that, but it was just interesting ship.
Yeah.
Very.
I mean, to be honest with you, there's not an awful lot else I can say about this location, to be honest with you.
What does everybody at home think about it?
Yeah, what do you guys think? What's your take after hearing our perspective from being there and all that sort of stuff? What do you guys think? And don't worry, we're not going just yet.
No, we're still here.
Yeah, we can have a look at some other stuff.
Like I say, if we went back and we redid it, but again, do we say it's haunted? It's hard for us to say, except for that door opening, and I just don't know.
Janet
But the
says it was very good. She's going to watch it again.
Yeah, yeah. Like you say, the bangs that we heard, that we didn't hear whilst we were on video. When I sat there, there were a couple of bangs I heard, but I didn't hear anybody walking about. The bouncy ball, I didn't hear that. What we're saying was a bouncy ball because it does sound like that. Again, I didn't hear that on mine. I did feel like somebody was with me, and I do believe I can hear somebody saying yes. But again, like you say, it could be the breathing because the mics were too close to our mouth and stuff like that. So like you say, I think it's just a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah, you can't. At the end of the day, the thing is, we're not manufacturing
No,
evidence.
we're not going to say something's definitely haunted one.
If we
We're
go
not
somewhere and
100%.
we don't, if we we go somewhere and film, and we get nothing, we're still going to produce the film.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, and as I say, you might not necessarily get anything paranormal out of it, but if it's entertaining, then that's
Yeah.
as well.
The door was the best bit, Jan. I totally agree with you. It
Yeah,
really
Anthony
was.
said that as well.
Yeah, Anthony. Yeah, we can't explain that at all, can we?
No.
All four of us
No.
that are on today, and as well as Alan and Julie will tell you that door was just
The door was the highlight,
brilliant.
and
Highlight of the
definitely.
night, yeah.
yeah, it deserved us. You know, at the end of the day, we travelled really far to get there. It cost us an awful lot of money to do it all.
It did.
So the film was getting made regardless. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? It might not
Definitely.
perform that well on YouTube, but I don't care. At the end of the day, we're genuine, real paranormal investigators, and if not an awful lot happens from a paranormal perspective, then I'm not bothered. If anything, it shows who we are and what we do.
We're just us.
Exactly.
We're natural people. We enjoy what we're doing, and yeah.
It's trying to produce the evidence, isn't it? Or
Yeah.
trying to find the evidence. That's all it
So-
boils down to.
So what we'll do now, I mean, we've been going 40 minutes, so we'll jump into a different episode we made a long time ago, and I'll show you some really cool EVPs. That I was thinking about this the other day, Mum, and I thought this would be really cool to look at on at Strelly Hall. Now, Strelly Hall, I do think potentially we should go back to this place.
Yeah, so who fancies a members' night at Strelly Hall? It's in Nottingham.
Yeah,
Whatever.
let's let them watch this in introduction so they can see the building and thing. Oh, hang on a minute. No one can see anything. Silly me. There we go.
Can I?
Go on.
Okay. Anthony, and as you say, you can't turn it on and off, and that's very true. Might see Robin Hood. Okay, Matthew. And Diane, our cake, I think showing the quieter infest shows that you are genuine. If it's there, it's there. Totally agree with both of you there.
It also,
I'll say yes anyway.
On those slower episodes as well, like we've there's loads to take away from it. Like at the end of the day, if something's going on and we've got 2 cameras going at the same time, documenting where we are at all times in the building, I think that's a massive must. And we should probably start doing that more often.
It's funny you're going to turn around and say, Matthew, me. Might see Robin Hood. The gentleman who owns Strelly Hall. That's all I can say. You need to meet him.
Yeah. Yeah, so without further ado, I don't know if you guys have seen this. It's been on YouTube for ages, but this is Strelly Hall. We're not going to analyse this whole episode, but some interesting things I want to show you. It literally backs onto Sherwood Forest, doesn't it? Sherwood Forest backs onto the building, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There it is.
Wow.
Can I just say something?
You're going to anyway, so you might as well.
You know what I'm going to say? If we go back here, or maybe to film again and for a members' night.
Yeah, you're breaking up. Just hang on, Mum.
Okay.
1 sec. It's all the families of the property.
Yeah.
Go on, Mum. Try again. I think because that was quite loud, that music, it might have clipped you a little bit.
Okay. I was just about to say, if we go back here to film, and a members' night, so that'd be 2 I drive all the time to these locations, and I don't want to drive to Nottingham.
I think, didn't I drive us there to when we did Nottingham?
Yeah, you turned around and said you'd never drive there again.
I did. Nottingham is the worst. From here, Nottingham is the worst drive known to man. It's like 5 different motorways you've got to go on.
Or something like that, anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Ian's volunteered. I'll hold you to that. I will definitely keep you to that.
Pinky promise, Ian. Pinky promise. So you ain't driving.
Yeah.
Pinky promise.
What I'll do is I'm just gonna jump us into it because I think you know what I'm gonna play, don't you? It was a brilliant EVP. It just came in my head before, and I was like, "Oh, we have to show everybody this." So this is down in the like tunnels, aren't they? Underneath the building.
a bit like Walton Hall.
It was very, very noisy.
There's a voice though.
Yeah.
Anthony, I know it's about 2.5 hours away from Liverpool, but it's just a horrible drive. It's a horrible drive, and that's all I'm saying about the situation. But it's fine now because Ian's driving us, so it's all good.
Yes, Ian's driving us.
So, anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you, but I saw it, so I thought I'd play that bit. Let's get us further in. Because the thing is, we spent more time in these tunnels investigating it than we did in the actual house itself, didn't we?
It's very true that actually, Aaron, yeah.
Shh, 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 shh. Someone, shh, shh. Someone, shh, shh, shh. Someone's just gone. Did you hear him? Oh, it might cover your tone, your voice. Yeah. Can you give us your name? You have to shout nice and loud.
Here.
Right, it's in here. DVPs were just insane, weren't they? There it is. Here we go.
Down them steps or go up them steps.
Timson. Or Simpson.
We said that, Simpson or Timson.
What did you hear?
Yeah.
We all hear that?
Yeah. And do you know what we could do with doing?
What's
Going
that?
back to the family tree and see if there's a Timson on the family tree.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Oh.
And there is a Simpson.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
It was a good night.
It was a good night. It was a good night, and it's definitely haunted.
Oh, the interview you did with him, Aaron, with the gentleman that owns it, was brilliant. He's such a lovely man, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'll put that on now. Hang on. We're gonna find out tonight, guys.
See you soon.
See it, we will.
So
I
tonight
think
we
we need to
are
go back
investigating an absolutely fantastic location. It's in Nottingham, in a place called Strelly Hall. Currently sat with Richard, the owner. Could you tell me a little bit about the house?
Well, this house was started as a castle in 1200 by the Strelly family.
Such a nice
They
fella.
stayed here 470
Yeah, lovely.
years.
Wow. Okay.
And until they really lost their way, they were quite significant. They were knights of the realm. But they lost their way in the middle of 17th century, and they got involved with such difficulties in the law that they really couldn't keep the place going. So they actually sold out to their lawyer in return for his fees.
Right. Okay. And what was the name of this family?
Well, the second family was the Age family,
Yeah.
and they stayed here 330 years.
Wow. It's quite a heritage.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, current, are you related to
Not
these
at all.
families? Not at all. No.
It came on the market after the Edge family had really moved out. Well, the last member of the Edge family had died. There were plenty more, but they didn't want to carry on living here.
I mean, that
because
goes on for a
it
good
had
while,
become-
so we don't need to hear my voice all that time. But yeah, it was Strelly Hall would be a great place to go back to. Diane said that was so clear. Janet Sweeney heard Timpson. Anthony, you can clearly hear the T at the start of
Hear
it.
the T.
Yeah, it is. It's a really clear EVP, and I really want to go back. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, I really want to go back there. So yeah, that
I'd
was
like to
cool.
go back.
Do you know what else would be amazing? But we'll never be able to go there ever again because it where is it? And we caught an apparition here, didn't we?
Oh, school.
Yeah, I was thinking about this as well. But it's
Well,
not. It's gone now.
there
It doesn't
anymore. It's
exist.
probably a housing estate.
Yeah, which forest? No, it won't be a housing estate. Which forest is it in?
Forest of
Delmere.
Delamere, that was it. Yeah.
Delamere, cool fish, yeah.
Delamere.
Everybody has that question. Does life after death really exist?
Near the Witch's Trail.
We have
Yeah.
all lay there in bed at night in the pitch black, thinking. I
Which
feel like I'm being
again,
watched.
the witch that Delamere
being
Forest
watched?
is haunted.
Perhaps.
So
Yeah.
maybe we
This is
can
something
do
that our team
a
knows
live
well.
one there, maybe
We look
next
for
one now.
evidence to suggest that
Yeah.
Keep
spirits
saying
do
that, don't we? We'll
exist.
do free
Not only that they
investigations.
exist,
Some
but
of the
exist
light
on a level
anomalies
that
we got
surrounds
in
everything
here
in
were
real life.
insane. And then we got a full apparition as well, which we'll show in a minute.
Yeah, we were.
But, yeah, look at the
Oh
so,
my
so at the
God.
moment, those
I can't
dots you
see
can.
that, Aaron. You're just
Sorry, some of those dots there that you can see are from the structured light sensor camera. So Janet, no toilets. No.
No, there wasn't.
Can
No.
we move on from that scene? I've gone through them years now,
Hang
and
on,
they've
hang
gone.
on,
I
hang on,
can't
hang on,
even
hang
look
on,
at it.
hang on. There, look. Do you see that?
Yeah, yeah. And the by Alan's leg.
Yeah. Watch. I think I repeat it.
You're repeating it on purpose.
Just to show everybody at home the apparition.
Yeah.
We call on the spirit of Helen.
That's not the only one either.
No, I know. It
Get-
was a
get
brilliant
one that-
night.
I got
Get
one,
one that-
funnily enough.
Yeah, look at that.
That's when he comes through the
Right
doorway
to the
now,
door.
doesn't it?
There's a
It
big
dances
line.
across the floor.
To the right of the door, yeah.
Okay, if that's Helen or the spirit from upstairs. And you come to join us down here.
There you go.
Wow,
Oh,
it's
my
walking.
God.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely.
walking.
Huh?
I thought I saw it actually walk through the door, so
Down here.
I did in.
Oh
I
my
saw it walk through
God,
the door. Yeah.
Alan.
That is feet walking.
The thing is, whilst that's actually
Just some
happening,
bloody feet.
I'm like this with the camera. Oh my God, Alan, look, and it just gets better. It gets better. Let me play it again so you guys.
Oh
can
my
see
God,
it.
Alan.
Helen, we call on the spirit of Helen.
Julie with a bobble hat on.
Oh.
Aaron, did you get a note coming in through the door?
I got one, funnily enough. Right to the door.
Yeah, that's right. Just
There's a big line.
to the right of the door, yeah.
Okay, if that's Helen or the spirit from upstairs. And you come to join us down here.
Comes, yeah.
Oh my God, Alan.
Come in. And you come to
He
join us
almost
down
jumps up
here.
into Alan.
Yeah, it's
Oh
nuts.
my God, Alan.
Come on, come in.
That's not an
Wow.
orb. That's not an orb. Also, I don't know who's put chapters into this, but I appreciate them. Whoever did it. But yeah, Spanish presents. Spanish presents.
You like pigeons?
Wow.
Why?
Listen. Hello? Do we have any spirits present in this room? In this part of the building?
Hey, can we show this episode next week? But I just don't know.
Is there anybody,
That's
No.
Miss Bloom.
anybody at all?
Who's labelled all this?
Oh,
I have no idea.
Somebody's labelled it all.
If you want us to go and leave you alone,
Strange.
in peace.
Wait till you see this
make one
apparition in a
last
minute.
bang.
Time by the basketball.
Come on.
God, our old cameras used to suck big time, didn't they?
Yeah.
Come on,
Lens bloom.
This was all filmed on mini DV tapes.
Right.
Just be
Touch any of these.
My battery's just been drained. I had 70 minutes on it and it's gone to nothing.
There it is. There it is.
Before-
Found it. Go on, Mum.
Right at the beginning of the night, we heard all this tapping on the roof, and we thought maybe it was raining.
Yeah.
And it wasn't raining. We thought it might be birds. It wasn't birds. Then me and Julie came to find you two to tell you what had gone on, and we did catch it on here later on, just before we caught what we're going to see now.
I remember having a camera set up myself in the in the hall, where they played games and so on.
Yeah.
I had a rock fly across in front of the camera. Literally had that on video.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, I'm just tired.
Oh yeah. I can still see the shape now.
Yeah. Praise again. There.
Wow. Nice one.
We got invited there to film to find out what was.
Hang on, Mum. Hang on.
It's definitely humanoid in shape, isn't it? Or it looks like
Look how it manifests
It's
itself.
legs. Yeah. It looks like a fella in like a long, like donkey jacket like they used to wear in the olden days.
Yeah.
And then he disappears back in.
Yeah.
His legs still seem to be there.
Yeah.
What
Shortly
people
after
don't
capturing this potential apparition, the team attempted to debunk it. Possible explanations suggested lens flare or glaring from the infrared light. Despite trying to recreate these effects, they were unable to do so. The team continued to further on, but due to battery failures and fatigue, the team called it a night.
The thing is that people at home don't realise. When we captured that on the camera, I watched it live on the camera, and I shit myself. And when I mean shit myself, excuse my French, that bad I left. I ran out of the building, and we were all outside giggling like, what the hell have we just captured on video? Like, I was reluctant to go back in there, but I mean, that's as real as it gets for me. That's, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
It was a
indisputable.
strange place, wasn't it?
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
There's clearly a mass there of some sort that appears and then disappears.
So is this our original copy, Aaron?
Yeah.
And somebody's.
No, I don't know. Somebody's labelled it. I think anybody can do that. So it's got like chapters.
Right, okay.
So we got intro, green light, stairs, green lights, big line, Spanish presence, lighting, Miss Bloom, and battery drain. I might have done it years ago. I might have done it, but I can't. I'll be honest with you, I can't remember.
No, it's an old episode, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
still an interesting one.
Yeah, and then the
7
other
years ago, I think.
thing, did we put the house in the woods on here? Because if we didn't, I'll throw that up too at some point.
House in the Woods. Remind me which House in the Woods.
Up towards Manchester, the BBC use it for films.
Oh, so I want to go back.
Millington. I got Millington Farmhouse, Park Hotel.
House in White.
Yeah.
I really would like to get back into there.
I've got the episode. This
that.
when we went to Isle of Man. I've got the episode. I was going through my hard drive yesterday. I thought we put it on here, but I can't see it.
Is that actually whole one?
The House in White in.
The House in White.
That's the Isle of Man.
No.
Yes,
No. We have to call it the House in White.
Right.
Yeah, it's not there, is
I'm
it?
backing you in.
Bannockburn House. We have to go back. 100%
Yeah,
have to
Bannockburn.
go back there.
The House in White, I possibly can get hold of the owners and see if we can go back.
Oh no, it's right. It's there. It's there. I knew we had it.
That was an amazing place.
Yeah, it was.
I swear to you, Ian.
What's that?
Oh no, Aaron.
What?
Obviously we took members there. We filmed there about 7 times, didn't we?
Yeah.
We were invited there constantly by lovely Charlie Greenstein, who's such a lovely lady, who sadly moved on now to do her own production company. And then we took members back there as we all had rooms. The girls shared a little room. There's some rooms with bedrooms in. Red Pod was going off by the attic, and I, hand on heart, right? We did not hear it. Janet Sweeney, you're in my room. We did not hear it at all.
Well, the alarm's going off.
The alarms were going
5
off.
times. And they were in the
we were
hallway.
oblivious. Even though we were having a laugh and having a giggle, we were right near the door, weren't we? We would have heard it, but we didn't hear it. It's as if something closed us off to the world, really, wasn't it?
That was like the Skirrid Inn. The Skirrid Inn was like that as well, wasn't it?
Yes, Aaron, it was.
Yes.
Again, hand up. Everybody else was in their room. Again, Janet Sweeney, who's at home, Ian was in her room. Karen and oh no, Aaron was zonked, fast asleep. All I could do was this banging and banging. I got up to find out, and I shouted, "Who's somebody there? Anybody? Somebody else get up and come with me, please, to see what's going on?" Nobody answered me.
I'd like to go back to the Skirrid Inn, I think.
Yeah, I would too.
I enjoyed
You can
that
laugh
place.
as much as you want, Ian.
Because we never got an episode out of the Skirrid Inn, so we could get a whole new episode from the Skirrid Inn as well.
And it was amazing, actually, because I saw that woman walk through the wall. And as I turned around and said to Julie, "Oh my God, I've just seen a woman walk out the wall," described her. You and Alan were on the opposite side of the building, and you turned around and said, "Aaron, oh, have you just seen that woman with dark hair come out of that wall?"
Yeah.
So we both saw her at different times, but within seconds of one another.
And it shocked me that much that I knocked the camera off the tripod and the camera went flying across the floor, and I was like, I couldn't decide whether to be scared about the fact I'd just seen a ghost or be scared about the fact that I knocked the camera off the floor and across the floor.
I know.
I
know.
Barlow Institute. That'd be a great episode.
Oh, yeah.
Could we do a members' night at Skirrid Inn? Absolutely. The only issue we've got with the Skirrid Inn is actually booking it. You have to book it in quite advanced, but we could definitely look into that. Pamela Williams, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for jumping in.
Hi.
Can we look into Skirrid Inn, Mum? See what we can do about dates for that place, because it's great. Well, we've done it 2 or 3 times now. 2 times?
Yeah, 3 times. Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, that would be a good one. It's in South Wales. Is it Pandy? Yeah. But yeah, no, that'd be a good episode. And then the elephant in the room for me and my mum have been discussing this recently is 30 East Drive. I want to go back.
I've never been.
I want to go back.
I've been.
Mum's gone silent, so I don't know what that means.
Yes, if everybody, like I've said once before, if everybody wants to go back, I will take you back. So if you want to go, Aaron, I will go back with you.
Yeah.
Ian, if you want to go, Diane, you've never been.
Nope.
Anybody at home, if you want to come back, yes, I'll take you back.
I think we'd like to. I think we need to film it properly. There was experiences that I had there personally, and of course, so did Kirk.
Yeah, I was going to say going back to when myself, Aaron, Alan, Julie, and Jack, who helped with our camera work back in the day, we were the very first people to go. Team, we were asked by Bill to go into the house, and what we got told just sent shivers down our spines.
Well, the fear got into us, didn't it?
Tell you the truth, yeah, we were pretty worried about it. And then I took you guys back, and Kirk, yeah, he did have an experience. He was on his phone and he thought he fetched it upstairs, and we did see him behind him, the front bedroom, went to get his phone and it was gone, and it was downstairs.
Which
I have no explanation for that. He hadn't moved it. He was with me.
And that's something that's something that's
activity.
That's something that's documented in 30 East Drive as well, isn't it?
Yeah. But I will take anybody that wants to go. I will go back with to Pontefract with you. That is not a problem.
Yeah, and then
I
just
think everybody's entitled to have. It's all over the net. It's
you're breaking up again, Mum.
entitled to have. Pardon?
You were breaking up then. You.
Am I just winking? I'm just going on, aren't I?
Yeah. Janet, just going back to the Skirrid Inn. Yeah, it does only have 4 rooms in the Skirrid Inn. What were the numbers we took for Skirrid when we did it?
It only has 3 bedrooms, Jan.
Yeah.
3 bedrooms, but the rooms are big enough to put camp beds in and everything like that.
Yeah. So what would you say? 10, 15 max.
I'd say 10 people.
10 people.
Yeah.
For Skirrid. Definitely look into that one. Yeah. So we've got some fun stuff coming along, haven't we? We haven't set the giveaway up yet, but basically when we get to 500 subscribers,
yes,
which we are approximately 107 subscribers away, we're going to be doing a competition, and the winner of that competition is going to be coming with us to make an episode, and you're going to be our guest for that episode. So keep an eye out for that, and get everybody to share our stuff, and get as many people as you know who have a YouTube account to subscribe to us.
And whoever's online that night, our friend at home there, Diane, will be taking a list of all the names, and then we'll be putting it in a bag and drawing it live.
Yeah.
Whilst we're talking, so get your friends and everybody to what's it called? People that don't live in England, and it is somebody that it maybe doesn't. We'll have to sort something out. Probably send you a free T-shirt or something. But anybody that lives in England, what Aaron has just said, England, Scotland, Wales, we will try and get you there somehow.
Yeah. And
those from France.
Yeah, I mean, if you're from France and you can get yourself over here, that's fine too. You have to get yourself over here because we're all
you'll
poor.
have to get yourself over there.
But no, so you'd be coming out with us and basically watching us make an episode and actually participating in making that episode, being said, investigate low individuals, and we'll use you as a guinea pig basically, and we'll just sit back, give you the camera, and leave you to it.
You've been a guinea pig, haven't you, Di?
Perfectly safe, yeah. But we're potentially looking at maybe also, if you guys could give us some feedback, that'd be great. Potentially publishing twice a week. So we'd have, on the Friday, we'd still have the normal investigation episode and the live. But maybe Monday, Tuesday, sometime around there's going to be something else. If you guys would be interested in that. Anthony Sweeney, Newsham Park.
Never been there either.
Yeah, Newsham Park's.
So again, it comes down back to
we won't talk about that on
again.
stream.
No, let's just move on.
Yeah, I'll talk to you, Anthony, about that when we're not streaming with Newsham Park. To answer your question in terms of more local ones, Liverpool ones, I agree. We should, but for the members' nights especially, more local ones are definitely something we are working on and trying to sort out. Well, Mum's working very hard to do in the background.
In the background.
He does a very good job doing it too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So, Janet, I love watching all of them. Excellent. Well, we're still trying to decide what it's going to be, but there's going to be something else that we're gonna publish. So we'll be publishing twice a week, we think, in the very near future. Yeah.
Like, would people be interested in coming on and asking questions about the paranormal? Just having a chit chat as like a Teams one, so you'll be all on live, even if it's just for an hour, and you'll all get your own say about how you started getting into the paranormal. Me and Aaron will talk about how we got into the paranormal and things
I think
like that.
Stuff like that we can keep for our Facebook, because we wanted to get a monthly meeting together for the members anyway, didn't we?
We did.
But yeah, we're working some stuff out in the background anyway. There is going to be something else that we publish, potentially turn these live streams, we might turn into a podcast type style format on as well.
That's what we eventually want, isn't it? As
Yeah,
we go
I mean, the
along.
problem is we've been doing this for 15 years, and for
Yeah.
the last 10 years, we've not really done anything with YouTube, and we're kicking ourselves now because if we'd have done all this 10 years ago, our YouTube channel would be booming. Or I'd like to think it'd be booming by now.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
think it would have been as well.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do, but hey, we can't go back. We can only move forward, and it's
That's
what the
it.
universe is fetching us in. So
Yeah, and the thing
You
is,
know?
we love what we're doing. We're not
Yeah.
doing it for money. We're not doing it for clout. We're doing it to bring the truth to the masses. So that's what we like to think we're
Yeah.
doing anyway.
Yeah.
well, I think that will be it for tonight. Oh, well done, Pam, Aaron, Diane, and In.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Jan.
Thanks,
Cheers,
guys.
Thanks a lot.
Would be good. All appreciated all the work. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank
Much
you. And
appreciated.
Thanks
thank
for
you.
coming on and watching.
guys, for-
Thanks
Yeah,
for tuning in.
right
Don't forget to
then.
hit that like bell, notification bell, the subscribe bell, everything you possibly can. We really do appreciate all the support that you're all giving us. It's huge, massive.
It's the feed, yeah. Plus all the feedback. You know, we're open to negativity. We're open to positivity. More positive, the better. But you know, because we all are
Feedback,
positive
yeah, feedback's feedback. We want to be the best
Yeah.
we can be, and we want it to be enjoyable for you guys as well.
Even if it's
And
negative,
again-
we can improve upon it and job done.
Well, that's right. That's how you'd work, isn't it? And that's how everybody learns. Another thing is, again, I can't stress enough. Anybody knows of any of these locations that you want us to go to, and you know that we're allowed to go into, please get in contact with us. We've had a good few emails asking us to go to different locations and stuff at the moment, so I'm going through them daily to
We're
see if it's something
putting a
that we can
schedule
work
together,
with.
aren't we?
Yeah. But I'm excited about us filming on Thursday.
Yep, me too. We've got fresh content. So, and we've learnt a thing or two, haven't we, with all these uploads we've been doing, and we know what
Yeah.
we won't be doing, we know what we will be doing. So, hopefully that episode, when it does air, is going to be a new format, very similar to what we're doing now, but it's going to be hopefully better, is all I can say.
Improvement, yeah.
Yes,
100%.
massively.
And hopefully get a new camera in time as well.
Well, I'm hoping so. Yeah, that's the plan. So, yeah.
Good.
100%.
Cool. I've got nothing else to say now.
And we'll see you again, same time, same place, next week.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for watching. Is it haunted?
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.